Hey, yo, what up, guys? It's Kuroki, and this is just gonna be a quick video because I just uploaded a bunch of videos. Like, I've been getting a lot of messages about precision on test server, slash weapons or whatever, because everybody loves to panic for some goddamn reason. Like, everybody loves to fucking spread rumors and like, mm, like I don't want to say a lie about numbers, but say things that aren't accurate, or give a true representation of what's going on. There's a lot on test server that's bugged right now. That is, I was just like the dual pistols. What is it? Not the dual pistols. The Bulls explosive shot into fucking dual pistols. Full auto is parsing like 100,000 plus. Everybody knows that one. That's a bugged combo. Doom spin is another one that a lot of people technically don't know about, but I'll end up getting nerfed as well, significantly. Hopefully it'll still be viable, but it does technically need to be brought down a decent bit, just because right now it's out of hand if you do it correctly. But what's the name of it? Like, I didn't even want to post footage or whatever, just because damn near nothing is probably going to end up staying exactly where it is or whatever, and it's probably going to end up changing in some way, shape, or form, either going up slightly or going down slightly. Some of them may stay inside of the same range, relatively speaking, but like, I got irritated by constantly being asked about the state of precision, along with seeing some comments in the forums talking about, oh, there's not a whole bunch of viable weapons. Yeah, there kind of are. There's like fucking 4 viable weapons from fucking range DPS right now, which is a lot better than none. Like, especially considering some of the weapons don't even have like true AoE options, like one-handed, for example, whatever. It doesn't have a fucking range AoE option. Like, that solar flame isn't gonna cut it because the first half of it is fucking single target. But it's like, it's way better than, or whatever, than where it was beforehand. Melee has several weapon masteries that were inside of the footages that I showed, and then also, I can't even think of it, there's several hybrid combos or whatever, but like half of them are technically like bugged. Some of them would be good if they weren't fucking nerfed or over buffed or whatever, because it's weird or whatever. The bug with a weapon mastery point has some weapons being nerfed by half their damage. I mean, like, some of the weapon combos being nerfed by half their damage. Some of them are nerfed down by like a fourth, and some cases are just fucking weird. Like, the second tap range inside of dual wield was getting like doubled in its damage whenever I put the weapon mastery point in, and it was hitting for like stupid hard. Like, it was parsing near flurry, and it was just tap ranges from fucking dual wield. Like, there's a lot of wonky shit going on, and so there's more that I can post, but like, it's like, just whatever, just like this footage is something that's going to be subject to change. But I was just like, I'm probably not gonna post any more footage, just because there's not really a point. Hopefully I posted enough just to get people to calm the fuck down and stop thinking that weapons are about to get completely shitted on from the fucking update. Like, Neo Venomous is not the end all be all of fucking prick, and there's a lot more like complicated rotation slash testings that I have to do. But first things first is we need to get the fucking bugs fixed. That's the first thing. Get the bugs fixed, and then I can go back, recreate my baseline, because as you can see inside of the inside of the videos, I have an Excel sheet listing the DPSs for single target and for multi-target of like every single like tap slash hold slash weapon mastery combo for all the weapons. I already have all of the shit listed, and once I can go through and update that list, I can basically use that list as a guideline for saying, okay, do I want to keep this or whatever? Do I want to use this weapon combo by itself? Do I want to put it inside of a different rotation? Do I want to speed it up? Do I just want to clip it with might moves? I can go through and start classifying and grouping them and creating actual rotations, but I haven't even got to that point in time yet when there's bugs. As long as there are bugs, I can't get heavy into fucking weapons testing, and there's nothing that's even remotely close to being finalized in terms of the damage output of weapons. But me, Crappy, and I'm assuming Obsidian might come in later once he's finished with the artifacts and the content. But me and Crappy are working on weapons or whatever, and we've been on test server every day going through and testing stuff and crossing ideas and things along those lines. But whatever, freaking weapons are not going to end up being shitted on by any means. Like, that's not going to be happening at all. Like, I'm personally going to fucking make sure that they aren't fucking shitted on, because hopefully, since we have a new developer, because I do not remember this developer being around during the stats revamp, because like all of the stats revamp developers back then are gone as far as I'm aware of. Because Sport is gone, Tunzo is gone, and I remember Moja being around, and haven't seen him on the forums in fucking forever. So I'm assuming he's been released as well, or got transferred over to another area or some shit. But he's not on the forums anymore. So hopefully with a new developer or whatever that's hopefully willing to do changes in a decent time frame, we should be able to have weapons inside of a decent rate. Because one of the reasons why I don't just want to say, oh, this is overpowered, just go through and fucking nerf it, is because just saying nerf it doesn't fucking help. If I can give a specific percentage saying, hey, nerf it by 20% or 25%, and then that'll put it inside of this damage range, which is where we want it, that's better feedback than just saying to nerf it. Because if all you do is just say to nerf it, they're going to fucking over nerf the fuck out of it. If you just say to buff it, they're going to over buff the fuck out of it, and then they're going to have to over nerf the hell out of it again. Because we don't want anything, because the ideal is to get the exact percentage, so therefore we can have everything floating in the range that we want it to float in. Because if anything is over parsing and it gets nerfed or whatever, not nerfed, how can I put this, if anything is over parsing when it leaves test server and it goes to live server, whenever it gets found out that it's OP on live server, best case scenario is they're going to end up nerfing it. They're going to end up nerfing it, and it's going to stay that way for a while. And they're probably going to over nerf it like what they always do. Having changes once it goes to test server has never ended well. Like, not with weapons, not for PvP. It's always been bad because there's no feedback that they can get on if they overdid it or not. Or whatever. They'd rather have something over nerfed than something overperforming. That's just how it is. So my job is just going to be to go through and to get as detailed as I can in terms of the numbers and how shit is going to be working, to be able to try to get everything in the range that it needs to be performing in, so that we can use weapon mastery combos as well as hybrid DPS. Hybrid DPS is a little bit trickier in terms of trying to get it, because there's two different routes that I could go in order to get hybrid DPS to be good, assuming some of the combos aren't assuming even if the combos were slightly weaker than what they are right now. Like, some of them may end up working regardless or whatever because they worked on live server, but like two different routes I can take with that or whatever, and probably just gonna have to have a couple more conversations / fill out the new developer a little bit before I decide which route I want to go. But getting hybrid DPS viable is the what's the name of it? It's one of the goals of this revamp, to get indirectly. But what's the name of it? I'll be working on that. But yeah, I just wanted to put out footage just so everybody could stop panicking and asking me questions or whatever. Like, everything is up in the air, but it's not like all of the weapons on test server have just been shitted on. There are a few of them that are doing well. It's just that there is a lot that is, how can I put this, that is not doing what it is supposed to do or whatever. It's supposed to be stalled. There are things that are supposed to be halfway decent in damage that aren't, because they're bugged currently, or a portion of them is bugged, or the formula is wrong, something along those lines. There's a whole bunch of little bitty mistakes or whatever, and the weapons are wonky in a sense, but there's also a lot that is, I guess you could say, promising or offers a better state than what is currently on live in terms of weapon variety and availability. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I'll hopefully upload again on YouTube whenever I can find something that is worthy of uploading, when we're in a little more of a stable place whenever it comes to weapons, hopefully.